Hello, hope you've been happy, healthy, and safe. Today we are going to do a pick a pile. So pile timestamps will be down below. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. So pick your pile, whichever you're drawn to, which number you're drawn to, and we will jump right in. Okay, so we are going to start with pile 1. I'm going to clear the energies and then we will get into the reading, okay? Alright, clearing the energies and calling in your spirit guides, anyone who has a message for you today for your highest and best good. Only connecting to the highest and best possible guides, angels, higher selves, that sort of thing. Okay. Alright, so pile 1, if you were here, what is going on? What is the current situation for you guys today? What is the current situation for you guys today? Okay. We have starting out, is the number 6 love card coming out for you right now. So that is your current challenge, is love. Something to do around love. Okay, let's dig a little deeper. What more does Spirit want to say here? I'm hearing the word change. I'm hearing the word healing. Okay, what else we got? We got shine. Refusing to see and clarity of belief. Okay, so basically your challenge here is love. There's something to do around healing, possibly past relationships in order to begin anew, okay, is what I'm picking up from this card. Communication is a big one. To really ground yourself into communication to give you that power in order to love, okay? Spirit is saying that there is a need here, that you need to shine a light upon something. And I do believe it is your personal power, because if you can see in this card, it's blue and it's yellow. So again, that communication, I think opening the doors to communication is really what you need to shine your light on in order to get the power to move forward with whatever this connection is, okay? With her hair being red, that connects to the sacral chakra, so I am feeling that there's going to be quite a bit of passion and things like that, maybe. It does feel like there's new beginnings after endings here for you, so it does look okay. However, moving directly underneath is refusing to see. So your challenge being love, being healing, so there is still things you need to heal in regards to the communication, right? And taking your power back, ending certain cycles and being passionate about that. And it feels like you're shining to someone. They see you, but it's almost like you refuse to see yourself or this connection, okay? There's something you're refusing to see when in regards to this connection. And then you have clarity of belief. you see this man here is opening his hand and he's giving away a butterfly or releasing. So it's, and basically there's a green cord. It's like he's giving his heart to something or someone, and possibly yourself, but it's like you're refusing to see because you're failing to believe that this may be this might be possible, or this might be yeah, basically it might be possible. That's what your belief is, that it may not be possible. You're having a hard time believing this is possible. Yeah, and then when I lay the cards, you can't see this, but this guy is under the woman. So the cards are like that, right? And then the shine is under the man. So it kind of feels like, you know, light is shining on you, like he's got you in your, or his view, but you're kind of refusing to see that. And he's trying to give you some love, but it's, again, it's like the challenge here is just refusing to see what this connection really is. Okay, let's dig a little deeper. What do you have to do in order to get this love? Okay, to get to this good communication and opening and healing to love. Okay, let's see. Potential gateway. So spirit reminding you to, there's growth here, growth for love. Again, and it's like a stream leading to a sky of blue. So again, and this card is quite blue and quite green. So communication is playing a huge role in whatever this is that you're dealing with. There is growth to be had, but there's a lot of horses in this too. So horses give me their symbolism of strength. They're white horses, which is a symbolism of purity. So there's an element here of you needing to have strength but be pure in your communications when it comes to love. Okay, so what else we have? The next card is ideal course of action. I feel like, and this is under the refusing to see, I feel like this is the energy you are currently in. You are trying to determine the best course of action. Again, you got lions, which represent strength. It feels like you're just, it almost feels like you're using your spirituality to make decisions when it comes to your communications. Okay, or actually, rather, you should be using your intuition when it comes to making decisions. Sorry, this is what you should be doing. This isn't to overcome and deal with that refusing to see. You need to go inward, you need to have strength, and you need to listen to your intuition for clarity on what this actually is. Okay, and then clarity of belief. What do we have for that? Please clarify. We have love matters. So underneath the clarity of belief, Spirit is really saying here that love does matter. You have to identify love and really understand that, yeah, there's an offer of love here, and it matters. It feels new. It feels describe this? Feels new, feels fresh, feels different. And I think that's where maybe a little bit of this disbelief is coming from, is because it is also new, and maybe the communications, maybe the way you've communicated in the past, there's an element here of spirit saying you haven't really truly seen yourself in this shining light how others see you. Okay, and so you're kind of refusing to open yourself up and shine, and somebody has their eyes on you, and they want to communicate with you, and they want to open doors to growth and communication and love and all that, but you have to let your guard down. I'm feeling here this is going to create some stability for you, or maybe you need to create stability for yourself in order to communicate, which will bring about, spirit. I feel like spiritual growth here. Okay. Yeah, this looks really, really good overall. I mean, if you can move past this refusing to see, this just may be your ideal course of action. But again, you have to go inward. With the chameleon, there's an element here too of showing your true colors, right? Like, make sure you're showing your true colors right off the bat. And this is going to open you up to more expansion, more love, more stability, more they're popping the word resonance into more resonance, so take that however that means for you. But it's going to open a lot of doors for you, okay? Let's get a surrender card and see what you possibly need to surrender in this situation. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. That kind of goes with this reading, with the surrender, you're refusing to see, right? In order to go about the best course of action. There's an element here of you, and here's another tree. There's a tree in this one too, and then there's a tree, and these are all different cards. So growth. I'm feeling that this opportunity or this connection will, whether it's romantic, whether it's, a new job, whether it's a new passion that you're, maybe you're an artist or a musician, and you're refusing to see you're refusing to shine, right? You're keeping yourself small here, and there's just something here that spirit is cautioning you to make sure you surrender this outdated belief about yourself, okay? Because you are shining. You are a shining star. The 9 and the 1 add up to a 10, so you are manifesting something really great that's gonna grow, that's gonna change probably the course of things, and just by opening up that little bit of you will really expand you in a lot of ways, okay? So let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar into life. Yeah, past plays a big part in everybody's life, how we react to certain situations, how we respond. it's all due to experiences of our past, right? If, you know, we were raised in a toxic environment where we weren't made to believe in ourselves, we're going to carry that forward as adults, and we're going to, you know, believe that we are less than. We're going to believe, you know, if our stepfather or something said, you know, when we were drawing or painting or doing some sort of music, that's crap, you'll never make it, you know, then we carry that in our heads and we carry that stuff forward. And is it necessarily our truth? No, it's the truth that they tried to inflict, or they tried to pass on to us because of their own insecurities and things. And that's something that you really need to believe and understand, is that a lot of the things are not yours to carry in the first place. They're other people's beliefs. They're false masks. They're you know, imposter syndrome type things. So it's very important that you know, go inward, trust your own intuition, trust your own heart, connect with your heart, and ask yourself those real deep questions, like, you know, what do I really want in life? Who do I really want, or what do I really want out of love, or whatever? So if this is a connection, you know, ask yourself those deep questions. What do I want to get as an end result of this? What do I want out of this? What is going to help me grow? What is going to help me expand? What is going to help me shine? What is going to help me communicate better? Okay? All those sorts of things, okay? Alright, so that's all I have for you, pile 1. We will move on to pile 2. Thank you so much. You can join me for pile 2 if you'd like. If not, see you next time. Alright, so clearing the energies of pile 1, moving on to pile 2. Please, Spirit, calling in the guides, the angels of pile 2. Their high, what do they need to hear for their highest and best good? What is their challenge at this time, and what can they do about it? Okay, we're going to use this deck this time for these guys. Sorry if that sounded a little scratchy. Okay, so pile 2. I'll put my cards right away. Pile 2. What do we have for you today? What is your current challenge, please? What is your current challenge this time? Okay. You have the 5 of Wands. This came upside down for you guys, okay? So your challenge, I feel like, is change. Is your ability to change is your challenge here. With the 5 being in reverse, okay? Because 5 means change, and it's like everybody's all these birds look like they're fighting on the wands, over the wands. So that it is very possible that you are in this energy right now where you're fighting over someone or something or some situation, okay? And there needs to be some sort of change here, okay? But right now there's an inability to change, for change. Okay, what else we got? Let's clarify. We have the Ace of Wands. And this came in the reverse as well. So I feel like there is a inability to create new. new things, have new perspectives and new ideas, especially about this situation. What else do we got here? We have Page of Cups. This could involve you're a younger male, possibly Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I do believe it is. It could involve something around that. And fish coming out of a cup, so it could have something to do around money. People fighting perhaps about money. Okay. Okay, and what else do we have here? We have the Judgment card. Yeah, it feels like whatever this is, there's some sort of judgment happening overall this whole situation. Okay, so just to recap, we have people fighting possibly over money with a masculine, younger masculine, doesn't have to be, could just hold that energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, so they could have those qualities within them to give you an idea of who this is. Fighting over money. There's an inability here to see something new or change or birth something new, and there seems to be some judgment around that. So, what can you do to move past this situation, or what will help you in this situation? Okay, please, Spirit, what will help them in this situation? I'm hearing turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. Oh, things are going to turn around. Okay, got two. We got a dragon card. This was just mixed up in there. But we'll read it. You have the source... Excuse me, the source dragon attunes you to the infinite. Be still in the silent. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. So that's a side message there that you need to tune into your own intuition about this situation. Okay? Spirit is definitely going to help you out here, but there is a need to be still and be silent. And just as I say that, it says depth lake, which means be still and go within the depths. And lake means water. Like maybe you need to go within your deepest recesses. In this picture, the lady is sinking in the lake and her castle is also sinking. So it feels like maybe somebody's castle is sinking at the moment, right? And so that's possibly what this fighting is about, right? Is this sinking castle. Okay, time. Discipline time. You got the discipline time card. So, in this reading, I'm really picking up that you need to give yourself time. You need to move past the challenges that you're facing, right? You need to go inward. You need to give yourself time. You need to give yourself space in order to move past the blocks, because it feels like you're sinking. It feels like you're sinking. And in order to move past that sinking feeling, you need to really go inward, right? Yeah, you really need to go inward. And be patient with yourself. I'm really picking up be patient with yourself, right? You also have Richness, marine life with the 32. Um, this is giving me, with the fish, represent abundance. They represent flow. They represent, and then you got 3, 4, 5. This is change. You got a 4 and a 1, which is change. There's something here Spirit is saying you need to, and then you got 4. Change in order to get the stability, the abundance that you desire, okay? I'm getting, I'm picking up here, I'm picking up, you feel like you're sinking, like your house is sinking, like everything is sinking. There's blocks, there's barriers, and it feels like it's connected to this younger male, okay, that is possibly, it could, doing something, which is revolving around money. So that gives me gambling vibes, okay, or some sort of financial loss here, and it feels like you're dependent on them for something. There is, I feel like, with the Judgment card, I feel like there's a feeling of you feeling like the Judgment is connected to you. It's like a failure to see, and you need to give yourself time here. There's a failure to see the abundance that is coming. Okay, and so whatever's being fought about, so whether this is an inward battle, maybe this is an inward battle with you. Maybe you're battling your finances at this time, and you feel like you're in a sinking, your castle is sinking, you're trying to go inward, you're trying to be still, you're trying to get answers you need. Spirit is saying you're getting the answers, you just need to give it time, for all of this to create the abundance, right? There is a judgment. I'm getting also too from this card. The judgment is coming from a higher perspective. So it is very possible that your abundance is possibly coming in for you, that a judgment has been made by higher powers that are going to give you this judgment. But it feels, and that will create a new beginning for you, right? And then this sinking ship feeling, or sinking house feeling, castle, will be in the past, right? It'll be in the past, is how I'm picking this up, okay? Okay, let's get a surrender card, and then we'll get let's get a message from the universe for you, and then we will leave that one there, and we will move on to pile 3. Okay. What does pile 2 need to surrender for their highest and best good to help them at this time, please, Spirit? Okay, surrender to non-action. Okay, and that falls right under the 9. So I feel like, or the time, did I say 9? 9 is ending. It falls right under the time card. So you need to surrender to non-action, because it feels like you're trying to control, you're fighting against the flow, which is probably giving you the sinking feeling, right? But you need to surrender that. You need to let go. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So, whether this is a situation about a person, maybe money issues on a person and they're, right, those lines of communication, something needs to change, okay, in order for you to get your abundance, okay? Tapping into your intuition is a very listening to what Spirit is trying to tell you, right? Like what the best course of action to take. Spirit is trying to tell you. I do feel like it probably will be an abundant outcome for you, okay? But you need to stop fighting that. You need to stop fighting something. Fighting knowledge, fighting whatever it is, right? And then if it is knowledge, let that knowledge come to you. Let those people come to you. That sort of thing. So surrender to non-action. And then what is your message from the universe? Pile 2. What is your message from the universe? And that was almost your message. Okay, those you love you. To be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget they're watching. The universe. So, there's an element that you need to stop controlling how other people see you, how other people, because with the judgment card coming through, there's a little bit of that, right? How other people see you. Understand that if people love you, they love you no matter what, right? You don't have to prove, you don't have to pretend to be somebody you're not. You don't have to put on a false face. You don't have to worry about sinking. You don't have to worry. People will love you regardless. So, and maybe you're at a situation in your life right now where you are sinking, or you feel like you're on the sinking ship and you're scared of that judgment, right? Just understand that it's probably not going to happen, right? You probably won't sink and people won't judge you, so you're worrying for nothing. You're worrying for nothing, okay? So, okay, I'm going to leave that there. And we're moving on to pile 3. I'm going to get a drink of water. And we are going to move on, okay? We're going to clear the energies. Okay, so clearing the energies from pile 2. Moving on to pile 3. Alright, what is pile 3's challenge, please? Clear the energies from pile 2, calling in their guides. What is their current challenge? Highest and best advice, please, Spirit. Alright. Yes, okay. Let's use these guys here. Let's use these guys. Okay, what do we have for you guys? What is your challenge? What is pile 3's challenge, please, Spirit? What is pile 3's challenge, please, Spirit? Okay. Your challenge is rejoicing in celebration. So you're having an issue, for some of you, because this came out in the reverse, but I'm picking up 2 different energies here. I'm picking up an energy of some of you are having a problem rejoicing in celebration. However, on the other end of the spectrum there, you guys there's some of you that aren't having a hard time in celebration. In fact, you're celebrating perhaps too much. Okay. Okay, what else we got here? We have triumphant success, and that's also in the reverse. So, this, for some of you that are having a hard time celebrating, rejoicing in celebration, it's because you don't feel successful. You don't feel worthy. You don't feel, you're having a hard time with that. Those of you that are celebrating too much, Spirit reminding you that this is leading to no success. Okay, your success is actually failing. So, but again, the first part applies. You're rejoicing in celebration. You don't feel worthy because you don't feel like worthy. That's probably why you're celebrating too much, right? You're trying to distract yourself from whatever it is that's bugging you, okay? Suffering in silence, okay? So this, again, there's something here that maybe lies under the surface. So whether you're celebrating too much or you're having a hard time celebrating your wins, there's something to do with suffering in silence. You're keeping things in. You're not, and that might be why you're celebrating, going out, because I'm getting partying vibes, like partying, but not in a healthy way, partying in a non-healthy way, a destructive way, right? And so that's actually Spirit saying you need to put an end to that, okay? It's not helping you. Yeah, it's not helping you. New beginnings. You're having a very hard time creating new beginnings for yourself, okay? You're having a hard time taking that leap forward, that step forward. You're finding it hard to bathe in those small wins, and spirit says that is the key right here, is that you need to celebrate your small wins. So try this. Maybe every day. So if this is a situation where you party too much, and you're in the process of stopping, or you're on the flip side of that and you just can't find yourself worthy, you can't find any reason to celebrate yourself, and this is failing you, and it's moving you into, you feel like you're alone and you feel like nobody understands and things like that. People do understand, for starters. I understand. I've been through this. So there are support groups. By all means, if you need support, reach out to those support groups, seek medical attention, those sorts of things. That will create your new beginnings. I feel like you are struggling to take those steps. But remember, celebrate those strong wins. Get a journal. Go to the dollar store, get a little flip journal for $3 or $4 or however much it is, and write the date, write the time, write your name, okay? And write one small win every day, one small thing you accomplish that you're actually proud of. Like, really think about it. Or if you can't do that, then start off by one good thing that happened to you during the day. Like, I got home and my cat was happy to see me. That's a small win, believe it or not, right? So just start off with that, right? Or, I went to the lunchroom on my break and somebody was having a hard time getting a pop out of the pop machine, so I helped them get it out and I got it unstuck for them, and small win, right? We don't think of these things, but celebrate those small wins. You know, try to find little things every day that make you happy or that you can be proud of or whatever. Maybe it's I got outside and went for a walk and seen the sun, right? And you know, that's great for your health and things like that. So change your perspective. So whoever I'm talking to, it feels like you're very down on yourself and you feel very alone, okay? And you are struggling to take those new beginnings, to step outside and be grateful and happy, you know. And if you are celebrating a little, drinking too much to distract yourself, because you're suffering in silence over something, remember that's not going to bring you success. There's find out the reason why you are trying to distract yourself in the first place. Figure out that core reason, and then again celebrate reasons why why you need to quit drinking. If this is the beginning of maybe you just recently quit drinking because you were celebrating too much and you finally, okay, sorry about that, phone call just came in there. But yeah, what I was saying is, if you are partying a little too much, there may be an element here where spirit wants you to create new beginnings for yourself. And in order to do that, you have to recognize your baby steps forward. You have to give yourself recognition and find that recognition within yourself, because often if you're looking outside yourself to your partner or to friends or to whatever to give you that validation of your progress, let's say that, 9 times out of 10, it won't work. So you have to find that self-love. You have to find that validation within that recognition within yourself, and recognize your baby steps and how far you've come on your journey. And then you'll be able to progress farther on your journey if you do that, okay? Let's see, what does Spirit want to say? What advice does Spirit have for you to do this? Let's see. What advice do you have, please, Spirit? Breathe. Yeah, definitely. Just life breath. Like, take a breath. Like, if you are getting overwhelmed, like if you're the type that can't celebrate your small wins, you get overwhelmed by acknowledging yourself or your failures and your successes and that sort of thing. Come back to life breath. Come back to self. Come back and just take that moment to pause. Okay, very important. As well, atoms, building atoms. Building atoms. Build your structure by recognizing those small wins. Build your own foundation. Feel, understand, know what is right for you, what feels good and what doesn't feel good. Start there, right? And build, those are your building blocks to life, really. And to finding, those moments that you will be able to celebrate, okay? And then mountain, clarity mountain. Understand what creates blocks. Like, does drinking create a block for you? If you are partying too much and maybe drinking, does that create a block for you? That's something you have to make yourself aware of. Like, where are your blocks? What do you need to heal? What do you need to change? And what do you need to rest? I'm getting also an element here of you see her, she's like in a gown, like this reminds me of a party gown, kind of wedding dress, party gown, and she's in the cold snow. It's like she got hung over and she's just like passed out in the snow. I don't know, that might be a message for someone out there that, you know, you need to heal past these situations, these if you're finding yourself in places that are creating blocks for you, let's say, it's time, Spirit saying that you need to move past those things, okay, in order to create those new beginnings for yourself. Okay, what do you need to surrender? Let's see, what do you need to surrender? Hey, Spirit, what do they need to surrender? Their highest, I guess you need to surrender that. You need to surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So yeah, definitely surrender to wonder and awe. Surrender to recognizing the things that you need to celebrate, and to recognize the things that are important to you, and to recognize there are other ways other than just partying and carrying on to have fun, right? So if you're one of those people that, you know, you have to you think alcohol is the only way you can have fun, or because of social or anxiety or social anxiety, things like that, and maybe it's time that you surrender to new ways of finding fulfillment within your life. So this could be joining a group, an art group. It could be going out to live theater or somewhere, something, right? Do you know, maybe joining yoga or a dance class or something else, or a cooking class, or just something that's gets you out of the environment that you're potentially in, okay? All right, let's get a message from the universe and we'll leave that reading there. Okay, if they once loved you, they still do. Thanks for every single time you ever fell in love, whether or not it was obvious, whether or not it lasted, or whether or not you were loved back. It changed everything. Actually, you're always loved back. You changer the universe. There's an element here also with this card of being left out in the cold, maybe due to partying. You feel like some people maybe don't love you anymore, or, you know, that sort of thing. But they do. I'm sure they do, right? But if you were a partier and you're getting yourself into trouble and things like that, a lot of people don't want to put up with your BS, right? So they're gonna move on. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It just means they're moving on to something better for their life. And that's something, so you're suffering in silence, you're feeling alone, that sort of thing. Understand that people have to do what's best for them as well. So, you know, the world, that's why I think why you have to find this inner validation, this inner happiness, this inner self-love, right? First, before, you know, somebody might, if you want that person to come back, or, you know, even entertain that idea, you have to find that love within yourself first. Okay? Alright, I am going to leave the reading there. So much love and light. As always, take care.